I'm, of course, Simon, bringing you guys another little chat slash discussion that I hope we can kind of work on together as I walk down my predictions for adventures in the Forgotten Realms. In particular, what I think some famous and iconic monsters of Dungeons and Dragons they could bring over to Magic the Gathering. The Beholders, yes. Everyone's favorite flying multitude eye stalk fiend thing. So, Beholders are very interesting creatures, and it's what makes them so interesting is the fact that they're so individualistic. Almost no beholder is going to be the same as another beholder when you go from campaign to campaign. They're so versatile. They can be used in a multitude of different ways, multitude of different abilities, multitude of different settings. They're really kind of the jack of all trades sort of monster in Dungeons and Dragons. They really, really are. And it's that versatility that I kind of want to talk about because we already know that Beholders are going to make it in Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. One has already been semi-spoiled. Its mechanics haven't been spoiled yet. Its text hasn't been spoiled, but we know it's there. You know, you can't fool us. We know a beholder when we see one. But the fact that every tentacle, every eye stalk on the beholder can be a different element, a different type of magical spell, just basically attached to what is essentially a biological laser gun onto its body, means that you can almost jam any type of keyword on a card for a beholder and it will actually make sense and work. What I was thinking is that beholders, there should be multiple beholders in Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. There really should. They can span every color. They can be undead. They can be metallic. You know, anything. You can throw anything at these guys and make it work. I think they should span the entire color spectrum, much like the dragons in Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. But each of them have varying different green keyword abilities or even special abilities, depending on the type of ray they're using, the type of eye ray that they use. I look at them as what could be very similar to slivers. You know, slivers are creatures that share a lot of different abilities. They almost do everything in Magic the Gathering history. They can do anything. They have flying, they have haste, they have trample, they have double strike, they give each other double strike, they give each other, you know, mana tapping abilities, all this kind of stuff. I think beholders are that versatile that they can be very similar to slivers. But beholders have one key difference in that they're incredibly, incredibly racist. Racist in the fact that they really, really hate other beholders. Absolutely hate them. They're isolationist and very individualistic. All right? They will not gather with other beholders. They do not like other beholders. They think every beholder that is not exactly like them is just a lesser beholder. You know? They think their series of eye rays are the best and that no one else can really hold an eye stalk to them, you know, so very, very selfish creatures. So they will not be able to do what slivers do, giving all other slivers their specific abilities. So they're going to be distinct from slivers, but I feel like they can hold that same kind of niche, wherein they can have any ability in Magic the Gathering history and it will kind of make sense and work. That's kind of what I would see the beholder being in Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. I don't know how many cards they're going to print with specific creature types. I really hope they make Beholder a creature type itself. I would hate for it to just be a demon or something like that. Beholders, we're gonna get some. I hope it's not just one that has, you know, it looked like it was kind of leaning towards mana alignment black, because that's really an underrepresentation of what the Beholder can be in a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Maybe an X cost card with a bunch of effects. Dude, this would be actually a good monster for the level up mechanic, honestly. The more mana you pump into it, the more abilities it can get. Still, I kind of like the idea of representing the Beholders being versatile by having a multitude of different Beholder cards, all with different effects. But hey, pairing it with the level up mechanic, like have 5 beholders and each of them have like 3 or 4 different level up mechanics, all of them are different, that'd be cool too. Oh, the eye creature type. Dude, I have Dracos. I forgot all about the eye creature type. Eye horror. I love that. 100%. That sounds great.